do you think that mountain ranges can uplift across a continent in the period of time you're allowing for that to happen? Or better yet, have we seen that ever happen?
Well, I mean, I think that we have seen mountain ranges form, or not form necessarily, but grow. They get bigger all the time, right? Because of the plate movement. So no, to answer your question, just very straightforwardly, no, I couldn't point to one right now, but that is exactly what geologic plate tectonics suggests. So I don't see how it's controversial.
And we'll get into that. And what is there any like piece of evidence or anything that would falsify your position?
Yeah, you could explain how the dino beds, the fossil beds like the Morrison Formation and all the other ones around the world like it, happened without large scale flooding.
So an explanation for that, a natural explanation for that, would falsify your position?
Well, actual evidence, that proves it. I mean, just telling me I'm wrong because that wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Right. No. I accept that. I mean, yeah, I get you. So, do you do you have an explanation of why we don't see fossils hydrologically sorted? Like just a brief one. You don't have to really get into evidence and stuff, but is there an explanation that you have for why we don't see them hydrologically sorted?
I mean, I guess the easy answer is no. I don't agree with you that we don't see it sorted that way.
Okay. All right. And
I mean, again, you would have to explain why there's marine fossils right here, and then 300 foot thick of mud and volcanic ash right here, and then more marine fossils right on top of that, and they're all the same. It's not like they've evolved and these are different species of marine fossils. They're all the same. It's all happened at the same time. They're all dated the same. So it seems like hydrological sorting based on tidal floods.
Well, I'll break that down in our back and forth because it's not really a question. But so you're aware that we have two major mountain ranges in the United States, the Appalachian and the Rockies, correct?
Yep, I've heard about them.
So why do we not see that why do we see that the Appalachian Mountains are so heavily eroded, like they've been there for an incredibly long time, and the Rocky Mountains are so much newer?
I don't know.
Okay. You do agree though that we see that though, that the Rocky Mountains are more curved and smaller and are.
I agree that they look different. I wouldn't agree that I can look at each of them and tell which one's older just by looking.
Okay.
But I agree they don't look the same.
Okay, fair enough. Those marine fossils that you pointed to earlier, do we find those marine fossils in the same layer as the dinosaur fossils, the land animals?
Not all of them. There are ammonite fossils and there are fish fossils. There are frog and crocodilian fossils. But I can't guarantee that they're in the same layer, the mud layer, as the allosaur and the stegosaur and all these pterosaurs.
And one more question. You brought up polystrate fossils during your opening. Are you aware of a common thread that we find in most everywhere that we find polystrate fossils?
I mean, even if I were, I have no idea what you're about to say.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and concede the questions, and we'll just talk back and forth here. I think it'll be a little easier to get through this. So what I mean by that is that polystrate fossils seem to be found in ancient floodplains, and that places that have seasonal flooding seem to explain why you would find those, because you have a a fossilized tree that's been covered up, and then because of seasonal flooding, that land is eroded away, exposing it, and then the next layer is laid on top, covering back up that already fossilized tree. And so it goes through multiple layers of strata.
And that's speculation or a best guess, or there's, I mean,
no, there's geologic evidence that they're on floodplains.
Okay, right. Okay. But like, even if that were true for a certain number of trees, like trees in this certain area, that wouldn't necessarily make it true for every polystrate fossil.
No,
like the ones going through coal seams.
No, yeah, you're right, because at some point we have to. Well, the coal seams thing is a little different, but you're right, because we account for the ones that we've studied, and then we do apply what we found to others in the same situation. We don't necessarily know the entire history of every place that those have been found. They're not very common either. So, but
there's a whole lot of them. I mean, it may not technically be common for all the fossils that we have, but it happens a lot over a lot of different areas. Like Yellowstone, Joggins, Nova Scotia, it happens a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. The so are you okay, Will?
Yeah, I'm here, and I know we moved into discussion, so I started the timer for that as well.
Okay. I just seen that you dropped out and came back in. I was just making sure you got connected back. Okay.